The cloud allows federal agencies to process data faster, store it more efficiently, and access it on demand. But historically, cloud adoption in government has proven difficult. Today, FedRAMP governs that process, and Silicon Valley wants to pitch in. Box Managing Director Sonny Hashmi talked security with Diane Cho at ELC 2015.
Sonny, you joined Box back in April of this year, and your main goal has been to try to bring it to government. So how do you plan on doing that?
Yeah, exactly. And I've been in government myself for over 10 years, and both at the federal level and state and local city level. And one of the things that I've always cared deeply about is bringing the world of modern technology and innovation and pairing it up with public sector outcomes. So one of the goals that I have at Box is to first educate and inform the government agencies on what modern technologies and innovation looks like, and some of the great work that Silicon Valley is doing, but also bring to Silicon Valley the understanding and the specific nature of what government does and the mission outcomes that are important to government. So I believe that by bridging those two worlds together, we can do a lot of interesting things. So that's going to be my core strategy at Box.
Last month you told John Gilroy at Federal News Radio that Box is being used by major Fortune 500 companies such as GE, Coca-Cola, and AstraZeneca. Obviously that's a pretty distinguished list. So why isn't Box FedRAMP certified?
That's a great question. We're actually proud to partner with the Department of Defense as our FedRAMP sponsor, and we're going through the process. We're very confident that our FedRAMP certification will be completed this year. One of the things that we decided to do was to work with the Department of Defense to actually go beyond what the regular FedRAMP moderate requirements are, and really make sure that our platform is certified at the highest level of DoD requirements. So that's taken a lot of work on our side, as well as a lot of thought and partnership with the DoD. So we're very excited that this is almost in the home stretch. But what's important to a lot of private sector companies is increasingly becoming focused on cybersecurity. In many industries, there hasn't been a good baseline for what that looks like for cloud providers, and FedRAMP is quickly becoming that standard. So while we have been very actively working with Fortune 500 companies and many government agencies, we have over 450 government agencies that use Box today. We're very excited that in the next couple of quarters, we should be not only at FedRAMP certified, but also DoD SRG Level 4 certified.
The DOJ contract was obviously a big win for you guys. You manage their cloud-based document storage and collaboration. So tell us more about that.
Sure, absolutely. So document collaboration is a very simplistic term, but the way we look at the world is that the world where all processes, all business processes, all interactions with your customers, your stakeholders, your citizens are becoming digitally enabled. That content plays a central role in that relationship. So if you think of a hospital that has to collaborate with or work with its patients or its doctors or its network of researchers, a lot of the work that they do is around things like X-rays and MRI images. All of that is very advanced content. In the case of government, a lot of the work that government does with citizens is to enable their business process through whether it's permitting applications at the city and local level, or in the federal government level, whether it's the work that the USDA Forest Service does, or the DoD does, or the Department of Justice does. It requires a lot of people to work on sensitive material in real time. And at Box, we've created a platform that allows people to do that in a secure way. So we feel that this digital migration of taking our business processes, taking how we work across boundaries between agencies and making them digital is going to continue to accelerate. And we want to be the center of making that digital transformation happen.
Some security experts have criticized that contract. As you know, they argue that storing encryption keys in the cloud represents a security risk. So does it?
I don't think so. I think increasingly you will see the model where encrypted data sitting in the cloud with keys managed by and owned by the customer is going to be the right model long term. Historically, encryption keys and managing those encryption keys is becoming an increasingly important aspect of how enterprises manage their data and information. And one of the things that we're doing at Box is to allow our customers, our government agencies that we're working with, direct control over those encryption keys as opposed to managing for them in Box. So we are the only cloud provider that is innovating in some ways that allows not only customers to manage their own encryption keys so that even Box employees don't have access to their data, but also giving them full fidelity of that capability. So it doesn't reduce their end user experience, it doesn't reduce their mobile use cases. They can get the full benefits of the cloud, of collaboration, of scale, of access from anywhere, but at the same time they have complete confidence that nobody except for that organization has access to their own data.
Is it possible for cloud providers to ensure security and mobility simultaneously, or is that like oil and water?
No, I think it's not, and it has to coexist, right? I mean, the world we're going in and the work modes that that employees want to work in require mobility, require access from anywhere, and increasingly will require connectivity from Internet of Things devices. It will require connectivity from their personally owned devices. That world is something that we have to design for. It's no longer okay to say that that is just not secure enough. What we have to do then is to build platforms that simultaneously provide you the control and security you need while allowing your employees to work in these new mobile work modes. So that's exactly what we've been doing at Box. Not only can it be done, it is being done. And if you look at large organizations around the globe, they have to make sure their employees have the data that they need when they need it in a mobile setting, but at the same time, protecting that data and maintaining complete control over it. It is challenging, but I think the new models that are coming out in the new cloud stacks, the new cloud models are actually designed from this ground up with both of those imperatives in mind.
All right, Sonny, thank you for your time again, and thank you for joining us on Government Matters.
Thank you, Joe. Appreciate it. Thanks for your time.